Today, we're diving into an important and often sensitive topic. Can meditation actually help with trauma? With so many people turning to mindfulness and meditation for healing, it's important to explore what science really says and what it doesn't. If you or someone you love is navigating trauma, this video is a gentle guide backed by research, reflection, and compassion. And personal experience. As always, this is a safe space. If you find this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone else who might need to hear it. Now, let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Miles, a certified personal trainer, a certified nutritionist, a yoga teacher, and just a holistic wellness coach, I guess you could call me. So part 1, what is trauma? Let's start with the basics. Trauma isn't what happens to us. It's how our bodies and nervous systems respond to those experiences. There's acute trauma from one single event, complex trauma from prolonged exposure, and even generational trauma. And it can affect everything: our mental health, physical health, relationships, sense of safety, abandonment issues, analysis paralysis, different diagnoses. It affects a whole pile of things. The body holds on to trauma often in ways we are unaware of. So this could be hip pain. Usually the hips store a lot of trauma, especially generational trauma for those of you out there with that. So it can lead to deficiencies in vitamin D. You can lack different things, as Americans mostly do, thanks to our lovely food, but not the point of today's video. Alright, moving on to part 2. What is meditation and how does it work? Meditation is a practice of bringing awareness to the present moment, often through breath, body, or observation of thoughts. Think DBT if you're in therapy, or mindfulness and different things like that if you're on that side of TikTok, which if you are, hope you're following me on there. It helps to regulate the nervous system, activate the parasympathetic rest and digest state, and develop greater emotional resilience over time. But not all meditation is created equal, especially when it comes to trauma. You're going to want trauma-informed, science-backed guided meditations. I know that my therapist in the past has had quite a few different books written by actual therapists for trauma, and I feel like they were super helpful. Kind of on the side of the screen. Alright, part 3, what the research says. Here are some key study highlights that I found when I was doing my research for this video. A 2013 study published in JAMA, J-A-M-A, I'm not quite sure which way to say it, Internal Medicine, found that mindfulness meditation can improve anxiety, depression, and pain, all of which are common with trauma survivors. In 2016, a meta-analysis in the journal Psychological Trauma found that trauma-sensitive mindfulness may reduce PTSD symptoms when used correctly. Practices like body scans and loving-kindness meditations have shown promise in improving emotional regulation and self-compassion in trauma survivors. But meditation can also be triggering. For some people, sitting in silence with their thoughts may surface difficult memories or feelings. This is why trauma-informed or guided meditations with a professional lens are so important. I do not claim to be a professional in any sense of the word when it comes to mental health. Okay, I am not a therapist, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a licensed clinical social worker, I'm not even a QMHP at this point. 2 more classes that I can be a QMHPP, I think, but not the point. So my guided meditations may not be right for you, and that is totally okay. That's why I put a little warning at the beginning of every guided meditation, just to say, hey, this may not be for you. Talk with a professional. Make sure that this is something you're comfortable with. And of course, if you get into one of my guided meditations or any guided meditations here on YouTube or with a therapist, like a professional type setting, you do have the ability to back out and say, hey, I'm done. This is bringing up too many uncomfortable memories. I can't do this right now. And if they're a good mental health professional, they're going to understand and stop, and they're not going to push you. Part 4, how meditation can help when done safely. It can create space between a trigger and a response. It helps you to learn to witness thoughts and emotions without judgment. Meditations can build a sense of internal safety and awareness of bodily sensations, a big step in trauma recovery. And it encourages self-compassion, which is also missing in the aftermath of trauma. Many trauma survivors find comfort in breath work, gentle movement, or grounding meditations before trying more traditional mindful practices. You don't have to sit in silence when you meditate either. You can definitely listen to music, do a guided meditation as I do, where you listen to me talking, my music in the background. You can, I know on my phone I have like the therapeutic sounds part, or like the sound effects part on my phone, where I can slide it down and hit the little button and it'll play like a river or stream sounds. There's a fire one, there's a rain one, that's the one I really enjoy. There's ocean waves, which I also really enjoy. Water is just such a calming memory for me, thanks to my late grandma. Make meditation work for you. There is no one right or wrong way to meditate. Alright, part 5, important considerations. Meditation is a tool, not a cure. It is not a substitute for therapy or professional trauma treatment. If you're working through trauma, consider pairing meditation with therapy, especially in a trauma-informed or somatic therapist. I used to do this. I previously worked with a therapist named Brian. He would do guided meditations with me pretty much every session when we had time left over at the end, and it was just so calming, and I really enjoyed it. It's one of the only things I enjoyed working with that guy. Always go at your own pace. You're not doing it wrong. If meditation feels hard, that's information, not failure. Alright, part 6. How to start meditating safely. Start with guided meditations from trauma-informed teachers. I will see if I can find some and link them below, but if not, I will go ahead and link my playlist as usual. While they aren't necessarily all trauma-informed, they do leave space for you to exit the practice without feeling guilty. Try shorter practices. 5 to 10 minutes of breath awareness or body scans is absolutely fine. A lot of my meditations are between 5 and 20 minutes. There's some play there, and usually most of them are like between 8 and 12 minutes. So I just personally can't sit for longer than that to record it, and I don't think if I can, if I struggle to record a 30-minute guided meditation, how are y'all gonna feel sitting and listening to it, So I try to keep them short and sweet. Focus on grounding techniques, like noticing your senses, tapping, or even walking meditations. I actually just released one, so I will link that up here. If something feels too intense, pause. You're definitely allowed to take breaks, no matter the circumstance. So, can meditation help with trauma? According to research and real-life experiences, yes, it absolutely can, for some people. But it needs to be done with care, patience, and self-compassion. Healing isn't linear, and you're not alone on this journey. Meditation can be a beautiful companion to help you reconnect with your body, your breath, and your inner peace. If this resonated with you, drop a comment below and let me know where you are on your healing journey. I would love to connect and talk with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with somebody who might need a gentle reminder that healing is indeed possible through accessible means. Alright, I will see you guys on Saturday for a new video, Sunday for a new guided meditation, and on TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, all the little doodads that I've got linked in the bottom, and of course in my shop. More information will be coming out soon about my nutrition course and different things like that. So